Our team coverage takes us right now directly to the roads because they are thoroughly soaked after hours of all that on and off rain.
And of course, as we've been saying, the concern is that all that water could freeze as the temperatures begin to drop later today. Let's head right out to Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Audrey Russo, who is live in Weather Tracker 2 with a closer look at what you can expect if you're heading out soon. It looks pretty wet behind you there, Audrey.
Nicole, it is. Right now we are off the beaten path of the highways and we wanted to take a quick spin through downtown Torrington. So I'll flip it around just to give you guys a view of what we're seeing here right now. There is a lot of water on the roads. They're completely saturated, and as I've heard Scott and Caitlin mention, especially on these more slow-going roads, puddles are still a concern, and when the temperatures drop, those puddles could turn into patches of ice. So even on roads like this where you don't drive as quickly as you would on a highway, you still want to make sure that you are taking things slow because you don't want to hydroplane and you certainly don't want to slip when the temperatures drop. I want to see, let's take a look out of our side view camera. I just want to see if you can see some of these puddles on the road, because they are very, very wet, and as Caitlin mentioned, any sort of pre-treatment might have been washed away and has long since been gone, and they weren't able to get out and pre-treat the roads this morning. So again, all of these wet patches where it just looks like water, you might think, well, that's no big deal right now, but later down the line this morning, they certainly could turn into ice, and that obviously is dangerous. So you want to leave a lot of extra time. You want to leave a lot of extra room, especially in some of these areas where the lighting is not as good. It's not as easy to see. It's important to make sure that you're taking your time and taking the steps that you need to take in order to be safe. But again, right now, the roads are pretty much just saturated with water, and as the temperatures drop throughout the day, that could turn into ice and could become very dangerous. Right now, up here in downtown Torrington, our weather tracker is showing 39 degrees as a road temperature and 35 degrees as the air temperature. So things are starting to cool down from what we saw earlier in the morning around 4 o'clock when we first went on the air. So obviously just something to be mindful of. But for now, that's pretty much all we've got up here in downtown Torrington. I'm Audrey Russo in Weather Tracker 2, live for Channel 3. Back to you guys.